Greetings, every peoples. This is your cult of personality here, ToonKritic's name, and tunes are the name of my game. Welcome back to Roundtable is Magic, the weekly podcast show where we take a look at the episodes from MLP, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 6. Today, we have a heartwarming tale, which is surprising because we're getting a Christmas episode in the middle of May.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and a happy middle of the year.
Yeah! I swear, the holidays just come closer and closer each time.
It's
really
social commentary.
It's like a week after Christmas. Oh, is it Christmas singing already? Ah, shucks, now I gotta get more money. Anyway, yeah.
You know what? Sorry.
Be careful.
No, it's all right. So, yeah, as of course, as you see on the screen, I am not alone in this. I am, of course, joined by Keyframe.
Death to the North Pole! Thank you to SEGASister for the suggestion.
Took you a while to think of that one.
Golden Fox.
Hello, everyone.
Lightning Bliss.
Keyframe's head makes a good pillow.
Voice of
Oh,
Reason.
it's big enough.
Sup?
And Eleanor is unfortunately not here. She is in the chat, though, as you can see down below, so you can say hi. But in filling in for Eleora, Voice of Reason suggests this, his lovely girlfriend, SEGASister.
You woke me up just for this, dear.
It's 5 in the It's 6 in the afternoon. It's 6
That's
in
the
evening.
evening.
Well, Connor was taking a nap just now, so I figured I wanted to take a nap.
You must have been very exhausted from...
All the shipping.
And the babysitting.
Alright, so...
And my cat.
Yeah, the cat. So, will you go back on mute real quick?
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, sorry by the way in advance, Sega's on mobile, and there's a lot of call background interference, so I know the people who have been saying, oh, your podcast is so unprofessional, you got people on mobile Skype, you got people with not great microphones, why don't you get good microphones? Yeah, maybe when all of us move into one place and we're sitting around an actual round table with mics, then we'll get to that, but instead you gotta deal with this.
King
Anyway.
Toon and
Also-
his merry men.
Also, blame Skype.
Yeah,
Never
Also,
can-
you're internet people. Why do we care?
We should all
Blame
just get...
Microsoft. Blame Microsoft.
I know a great solution. I know a great solution. We should all just get Discord for these roundtables.
I don't wanna.
Well,
You don't even have, but you don't even have to download it, Blissy. All you have to do, it's a browser thing.
But it'll slow my browser down.
anyway,
You are
enough
such
with
a
the stalling. Enough with the stalling. So, yes, a heartwarming tale. That you know the drill. We're like 7 episodes into this now, so we always start with what we liked and what we didn't like. We pass it around, round table style. So, we're going to get this shindig kicked off with... Has anybody here not gone first?
I've never gone first.
Really? I thought you have.
I mean, I've always gone. I have multiple times, but I want to say that I haven't, so I could actually go first.
Golden Fox, how about you start us off? What did you like about this episode?
It's not Newbie Dash.
Come on, really? Are we gonna open this up like that? Come on.
That episode is gone into oblivion.
Alright. Okay, this is a bit of it's a weird way of saying it. I like that they took this Christmas Carol route, but in a different fashion, or a different sense. And, yes, Ellie, yes. We're going
everybody
to,
in the chat is, like, upset at you about that.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. If it's... I'm gonna calm my tits. I'm not gonna flip. The thing about Christmas Carol, the things about that story, and I'm not gonna really put the blame on the episode, or like, yeah, it's a different twist on the Christmas Carol, but like I would have to go into full detail that it would raise questions and it would raise controversy.
Hey now, remember one thing.
Yeah, I know. So, I would have to know more about Scrooge McDuck because I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart here.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
What Rosepal said, betrayed in their own way. But, no.
You like that they basically put a twist on the whole Christmas Carol thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and a mixture of How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I was thinking that actually when I first watched the episodes, like, are they doing How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Oh, they're doing Grinch Stole Christmas and Christmas Carol. Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting little twist that they went with there.
Yeah. Also, I like that they were represented like one of
One
those
thing,
public-
Fox.
One thing.
All right, fine.
Save
I'll
it for
shut up.
save it for everyone else.
One more thing.
One more thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Who goes next, baby bear?
Keyframe, you're next.
Yay! Well,
Totally unbiased choice.
yes, totally. But I will say, my favorite thing in the episode.
Okay. I just want to say to the chat, I'm sorry for the name mix-up. God, you guys are making it a big deal.
Jeez, calm down, honey.
Oh my
No,
god,
it's
yeah,
just-
I'm reading through the... Okay, lovely. Anyway, continue, Key. Sorry.
Well, if I will stop being interrupted. My favorite part.
Cat.
My favorite part about the episode was Scrooge Glimmer. Oh my god, I love her.
Ponies.
First of all, I mean, like I said in the pre-show, Starlight Glimmer is my second favorite pony on the show, and I love her, and I want to hold her and keep her safe from all the haters. But she was so good, like, cause the thing is, you gotta take whenever people do Christmas Carol things and they're inserting characters, they are not their full character. Because, like, I mean, they even gave her a completely different name of Snowfall, but they use these characters as placeholders, as reasonings to, like, why they're there. It's like a reimagining, but it's not representative of their full character. But, God, her as Scrooge was so good. Like,
Yeah.
her villain song, how she acted, her costume, God, she looked beautiful in it. I love it because I love Starlight Glimmer, and oh my god, I love this episode. This is my favorite episode of the season because I love Christmas carols and I love musicals. Anyway, I'm passing it off to Lightning Bliss.
Oh, yay. I need to drink some hot chocolate and rewatch this episode again because I feel like my bad mood is just making me not want to enjoy this episode for some reason. And I know it's not the episode's fault. Just about everybody in the chat and like elsewhere and on Twitter and stuff are blowing up in my face saying this is one of the best episodes ever. And while I was watching it, I just didn't see it because I just wasn't in the Christmassy spirit. I guess because it's the middle, I don't know, May. But that being said, I admit, I kind of had a feeling it was coming, but then I was thinking, no, they've been using the main six to represent the spirits. But I'm like, they wouldn't do it. Nah, holy shit, it's Luna!
Language.
Language.
I'm sorry. Holy shisa.
Okay, that's
It's
better.
Luna.
Yeah. Luna. I didn't expect Luna to come, but I kept thinking, she would make a great The Ghost of Christmas Future.
Would you mind
She
speaking
really
up, Bliss? Sorry, we can barely hear you.
I'm not messing with my microphone settings.
I like this person's comment in the chat. I'm never in the Christmas spirit. I'm Jewish.
Awkward.
Come on, guys, I'm not a Scrooge. Anyway,
There you go.
she actually sang. That was really cool, and it was interesting how they they redesigned her character a little bit to make her look more menacing. Her face and hooves haven't changed, but she's wearing this big dark cloak that's making her look like 3 times taller than she normally is, and I'm guessing that's because, well, maybe she's floating. and the cloak is just giving her a sense of size. But I kind of liked that. And that and her equestrian voice was kind of back for this episode, wasn't it?
I think
I don't
so.
know.
Oh, also, I love in the chat, nobody expects the Luna Inquisition.
No, I honestly, I mean, I kept thinking in the back of my head, she would make a great Ghost of Christmas Future. She really would. But no, they're using the Fave 6 for the represent the spirits, and oh, yeah, I got slapped in the face. Like, that's what you get for assuming. Then they surprise you. So, yeah.
And then we learn all along that Twilight was Snowfall's wife who left him, and it's like, the love is gone. The love is gone.
Love is gone. Oh, you saw Christmas Carol, too.
That's what I was
Muppet
saying.
Christmas Carol.
Yes, I love the Muppets Christmas
That's
Carol.
my favorite one. That's
Yeah.
my favorite presentation of the story.
I mean, I was getting a lot of Muppet Christmas Carol vibes from this in general, and I was kind of sad that they didn't use Tiny Tim as Scootaloo.
Yeah.
Now that
they're-
just would have been insulting. Come on.
Yeah, it would have been cute.
It's funny, I would have something to say on this, and that, like, hey, I'm glad they didn't go with the full story, but I already touched on my one subject. So I will turn it over to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mom said to give the best one, and you are it. Voice.
I love how self-aware this episode was.
Yeah, it really was. Honestly.
Basically, just Spike interjecting at like any chance he get. Any chance
Oh,
he
he
got.
totally slapped Starlight. Oh my god.
I was like, really, Spike? Really? I thought you two were getting along, and you just freaking just dropped that, just like, but that's none of my business kind of
Backhander.
style. I'm like, really?
I love the like. There are three moments from the episode where I knew how self-aware it is. One is when Twilight was like gushing about Star's like all of a sudden the episode just stops. Like, we get it. Star's rules awesome. Move on.
Or how about the part when Spike says, "Can we take a break? I need to go get some hot chocolate."
That is a great way to do a commercial break.
That was the best transition I've ever had, and it went right back. It's like, okay, got your cocoa. Okay, let's continue.
I like that it's like Twilight. I like that Twilight apparently has a pinky voice.
What?
I like that Twilight apparently has a pinky voice where it's like, and it's about being with your friends.
Like, were you just using your piggy voice? What? No, I wasn't.
I honestly find that to be a pretty interesting callback. You know, Tara Strong originally auditioned for Pinkie Pie.
Yes, I
Right?
remember. Yes, I remember that. That's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if they just like snuck that in, because I remember they also actually come to think of it, that's twice they did a Tara Strong voice role, little Easter egg. The first time was in Hurricane Fluttershy. If you remember when Twilight said, "Does it look like I speak squirrel?"
Bubbles!
Yes. And now this one is like you're using your pinky voice again.
I don't know if anyone notices in chat, but apparently there's a lot of spamming of yeah. I don't know where that's coming from, but
But if it keeps up, Ellie is the moderator, and she's gonna start removing people. Please stop. Thank you.
Why did yes?
Played it's cleared already.
I think
no,
they're saying
it's still
yeah
going.
because they're. I think they're saying yeah because they're agreeing.
No,
Well,
no,
it's-
I think this link may have been passed to somebody else.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
They're singing
anyway.
They're singing that Eddie Murphy song. Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Anyway, I shall pass it on to because since Key passed it on to Golden Fox, I shall now pass it on to my girlfriend, SEGASister.
Yay!
So yes. one thing
Before I
liked.
start going with something on to I liked I just wanted to say this to add on to what boys like. You know how Starlight said like oh that's pretty petty. You hate Christmas, so you try to get rid of it. Pfft, who would do such a thing? And then Spike says, yes, you would do such a thing. Like says the pony who tried to get rid of cutie marks because you don't like cutie marks.
I feel like this episode is like trolling Brawny, like Brawny Buck when he does his bucks in the face, like he's about to say what he's actually going to say, but then Spike interjects, like, stop stealing my lines.
Anyway, on to what I actually liked: the casting. the casting for the Christmas Carol story. Starlight Glimmer as Ebenezer Scrooge, I can see that. Pinkie Pie as the Ghost of Christmas Present, yes.
Presents.
Whatever. Luna as
Same
Christmas
thing.
Yet to Come, yay. I mean, those are the only three I really agree with, but Rainbow Dash as Bob Cratchit, I can sorta kind of see that, even though I can see Applejack more as Cratchit. Then, and Applejack as the Ghost of Christmas Past, even though I can see Fluttershy in that role more. But other than those two, yeah, I agree with the casting. I like the casting in this episode for the roles.
So I think there's only one left.
Katie agrees.
All right. Well, the thing that
I'm going
like...
to mute again, but not before passing it on to wait, did Golden Fox say his thoughts on the episode yet?
Yeah.
Toon
That's
is
Yeah, I'm
our
the last
last
one.
but not least.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pass it on to Mr. Host.
Yay. All right. Let's see. What did I like about this episode? I liked that. Okay, initially I was gonna say the songs, but I think I'm more interested in what they did with Starlight here. I found it interesting that they once again put her into the villain role, and I'm gonna be honest, that's where she works best. I know that they're trying to make her to be like this, you know, voice in wrestling terms, you understand it. They're trying to make her like the face, but she works so much better as a heel.
So it's sort of like she's like the I'm trying to think of a good wrestler that would work in this situation. Like they're trying to turn the person face, but like they're so much more natural as a heel.
Randy Orton.
Okay, or Randy Orton, I could see that. Or I would go. I was actually instead of like in the female side. I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, but Nikki Bella.
No, absolutely not. No.
You kidding me? I'm sorry. I think she worked. Again, she was insufferable, just because she's a terrible actress. But she worked better as the villain role because of her dynamic with her sister.
I guess I could see that. All right, getting back to it, though, what I liked about this is that Starlight's portrayal as the villain in this felt natural. I almost thought it was a little bit insulting at first, because I couldn't help but thinking, well, Starlight's reading this just like, wait a minute, I'm the villain again, aren't I? I was trying to get over this. I am so triggered. You put me back into this spot. But, like I said, she plays the villain the best in this, and her performance was a very by-the-numbers Ebenezer Scrooge thing, so it was good to see her go throughout that, and the way that she was portrayed, the twist in the end, how she's able to come around, at least within the story. I like that. Yeah, Starlight is slowly...
Bless you.
Jesus.
Bless you.
Starlight is slowly winning me over in this case, and she got another epic song, which I'm pretty impressed with. And yeah, I guess if I may, I guess I'll lead into what I didn't like about this.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. For those wondering, my favorite Christmas Carol version is the Doctor Who Christmas Carol, the one with Matt Smith. That one is my all-time favorite. I realize, though, and I'm just going to get this out of the way. Anytime there's a Christmas special for a new series or an older series, they always default to a Christmas Carol. But they've done it so many times to, by now, when you see that they're going with it, it's a very by-the-numbers sort of thing. You know exactly what's going to happen. So there's no room, really, to put in any twists. You can't alter the story. You can't alter how things are going to change. You have to understand that, yeah, okay, there's the 3 Christmas ghosts. There's what's going to happen. All the characters are going to turn around at the end. Oh, I hate Christmas. No, I don't hate Christmas anymore. It's like, it's very predictable. But I will give them credit that they were able to make it interesting. This is a very musical-heavy episode. So if you don't like the music, this episode's not going to do much for you. They were able to mask that with the songs, I think. So that's what I think. I am going to pass it off backwards. I'm going to go in reverse now. I'm going to pass it back to Voice.
Okay, thing I didn't like in this episode. I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed like every second of this episode. I had a smile on my face the whole time.
Really?
It made me feel the Christmas cheer when you need it most in the middle of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, Zach already said what I didn't like, but yeah, I'll find something else. Keep going.
Sorry.
But okay, I'm gonna have to like really search like something I did not like in this episode.
Was there any of the songs that you thought could have been better?
I was sort of indifferent to Applejack's song.
Yeah.
Because
same here.
My favorite song is Pinkie Pie's song because I did not expect jazz.
Oh, it was so nice sounding.
Yeah, the first thing when I was hearing the song, I'm thinking first thing I thought was Almost There from Princess and the Frog.
Yes, girl.
But okay, I will say that the ending was a little abrupt.
Yeah.
That's it. With the big
That's
revelation.
a fault of having 22-minute episodes, dear.
Yeah, I know. Again, probably I think that's the only thing I didn't like was the ending was abrupt. But other than that, I loved every single second of this episode. It's my favorite of season 6 so far. So
Jesus.
now on to thing you didn't like. Again, going reverse. Honey, you're up.
Well, if we were really going in reverse, Toon would have passed it to me, and then I would have passed it to you.
And then you would have passed it to me. So Sega's up.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
honey.
sorry, my
What's
bad.
Oops.
It's okay. I think I already mentioned this, but it was more of a nitpick at best. Again, it has to do with the cast thing. I couldn't really see Rainbow Dash as Bob Cratchit or Applejack as the Ghosty Princess Past.
No,
What?
I never could either.
Why is I forgot how to brain.
That's okay.
You're
That
good,
happens
you're good.
on these streams.
The Ghost of Princess Past. Okay. Another thing yeah, the only thing I can think of that I didn't really like in this episode is just a nitpick, just a minor casting issue. Other than that, I pretty much enjoyed it. I'll agree with ToonKritic saying that this is a very paint-by-numbers Christmas Carol story, and I agree that my favorite interpretation of the tale was Doctor Who doing it, because it managed to take different approaches to many elements in the story, but we're not talking about that Christmas Carol story, we're talking about this Christmas Carol story. We're 3 heartwarming episodes in, and only now do they decide to go with the Christmas Carol, which, okay, rather late in the game. At least they were able to come up with some semi-original ideas first before they got to this point. And I guess that's it.
All right, who do you pass it off to?
Back to Lightning Bliss we go.
Okay.
Kitty agrees. Cat, let me mute my mic.
Jeez. I think the cat is disagreeing with you on this. I think the cat has something to say as well. Also, before we jump to that, thank you, Elior,
Wait,
for
what are you saying, Toon? I didn't hear you.
No, go ahead and mute, Sega. Actually, thank you, Elior, for keeping track of the
No,
shit.
Cat, I have to mute my mic now. Stop
Sorry,
trying to back and try to do this.
Oh, yeah, that cat could be annoying. I'm sorry.
The cat is
Yeah, just go ahead and mute,
Voice
alright?
should no. The cat has met voice.
Mute the mic, Sega.
Actually, can I?
I can't. The cat is blocking the.
Oh,
Push the cat away.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this in.
He's trying to attack my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Elior, for keeping track of the chat. I don't know who got their hands on this link, but we just got spam, so you're gonna see a lot of stuff on the side. So please ignore it. There's not much I can really do about that, but thank you, Ellie, for keeping track of that. Just
Did
people
someone
are very
send the link
mature.
Did someone send the link to 4chan or something?
I'm guessing
Yeah.
because it was just a spam of like, okay, first it was just but then like all the really slurry racial stuff. Oops. Excuse me,
I
started
must have
just
missed
showing
that.
up.
I missed the
that.
racial stuff. I was just seeing and I was loving every second
I
of
was
it.
seeing a lot of yes, and that
But
was
yeah.
actually starting to hurt my head.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, go ahead, Lightning Bliss.
Okay. What I didn't like about the episode in particular is when the Ghost of Christmas Future shows up, and it's like, yeah, this is what's going to happen if you cast the spell. Oh, well, guess what happens? Wendigos come back, everything's in snow, and the world is destroyed. Really? Didn't see that coming? I did from a mile away.
Right.
But I guess ponies were thinking like, no, this is just a fairy tale. It's just an excuse to celebrate and have gifts and cookies and stuff. I'm like, no, usually holidays are based off an actual event from your history. You should take it more seriously, especially with the fact that you guys have very powerful forces at work in your world. But no, it's like, nothing will happen. We'll get rid of it and everything will be a lot better without it. Oh, guess what, Sherlock?
Wait, which
God,
one?
I hated that. God, I hated that. I just that rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, you're magical ponies in a magical land with magical beings and evil forces at work, and you honestly are going to question your history about Wendigos.
I'm
You know,
sorry.
Why we're banished in the first place? You're really going to question why?
I mean, in kind of like an opposite and a disagreement with that statement, we've never seen like a Wendigo outside of the story of Hearthwarming, so
Kind of want to see that.
I mean, so in that kind of case, if there is a creature that you never see after and their only like mention is in this story, that is apparently even before the time of the princesses, then yeah, a lot of people could say that that's like that it could have been a story that has been altered to fit a sort of idealistic mentality.
Which is why I said at the beginning, a lot of your holidays are based on some form of important history. It shouldn't be disregarded as a flair or fling or some silly little get-together. It's important.
Yeah, actually, that reminds me of that. There's a moment from History of Power Rangers where I think it was, which episode was it? It was the crossover of Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue, and the one girl's goes up to like a clerk's desk, like there's monsters outside. It's like there's no such thing as monsters. Like, you live in the Power Rangers universe.
You mean to tell me you don't see at least one report, or maybe when you're outside, you don't happen to see maybe one or two Megazords and freaking giant monsters fighting, and you mean to tell me that's not real? Oh, it's just some elaborate light show, or it's a great hologram show. I'm like, right, okay, all right.
We all live in Six Flags.
I officially dub you the dumbest person in Power Rangers history.
Well, I mean, the thing that you can say is that maybe over the course of history, people may have thought, oh, yes, this Wendigo thing happened, but they got rid of it using magic, not out of, friendship and love and all this stuff. And that was stuff that was added later on to sort of be, romanticize the event. Because there are a lot of things. While Christmas itself is based off real events, there has been a lot of things changed from the lore that is meant to romanticize it.
Oh, I could agree with that. But, okay, disregard the story itself and Wendigos and magic. The whole point of the holiday itself is also to bond and be merry and be with friends and family. It's that one time in the year where you can forget your petty issues or your despairs or being lonely for that matter and just enjoy the holiday. But she clearly didn't want that, and that makes me sad. Everybody needs that at some point, even if you don't believe in the lore itself or the legend, if you're not religious. Jewish people celebrate Christmas too because it's fun and a reason to get together.
Hanukkah is also that too, so
Yeah.
they already have something.
if I
Yeah,
if I
so,
may,
yeah.
real quick, I want to just say that the Wendigos are unfortunately one of the worst villains that we have in the series, only due to the fact that they're just built up as like a story, a legend, and the one time they get to do something, they get stopped pretty quickly. So I would love to see in the future the Wendigos actually doing something and becoming an actual threat in the show.
Threat! I've been defeated by the power of love!
Right, pretty much. Anyway, go on, Bliss. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. And yeah, just overall, just concluding what you said is that the story was so predictable. I knew she wasn't going to go through with it because she was going to see the error her way. So it's like, heard the story, nothing new. I like that they tried to do a twist on it, but I didn't like the obvious that, yeah, if you do this, you're going to screw up everybody. So.
Well, at the very least, this time when the Starlight listened,
That's true.
at least this time she listened.
Again, though, that was predicted.
Remark.
Again, though, predicted because of the story's outline. But again, they tried to twist it as best they could. But I need my hot chocolate and go watch the show for what it was, because I noticed that the one good thing nobody mentioned was the music. And again, I didn't give the music a chance, but supposedly it was really good. And now I turn it back to Key. No, Goldie. Who
No, it was Key. It was me. It was me.
It's Key. It's Key. It's Key. It's Key.
Okay, so what I didn't like about the episode. That is actually quite difficult because me like episode lots.
Nitpick away then.
We need more Starlight. We just need more Starlight and everything. Make every episode about Starlight. No, that's not. I'm not going to do that.
No.
Legitimate nitpick.
I guess, like, the thing is, I actually liked the twist at the end with the Wendigos coming back, and I felt like that's a good mix of actual world stakes in this magical universe, along with showing just how important it is to have this love in the world. And I really like that, so I can't say I dislike that, because I actually had a conversation with A&Y before the cast about the episode. I guess maybe I wish we saw a little bit more of the reasoning why Starlight in the actual world doesn't particularly enjoy hearth swarming. Like, we see that she finds it silly, but I mean, like, I would like to know, maybe it's like her maybe saying like, oh, we never celebrated this in the village, or I never had anyone to celebrate it with whenever I was younger and all this stuff. Like, you know, maybe just a comment like that or something. Maybe, but overall, I wouldn't have minded either way. I really, really enjoyed this episode. This is my favorite episode of the season. I think that it was probably one of the most solid written episodes so far.
That reminds me, while Golden Fox talks about his stuff, I'm going to put the thing in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, yes, the rankings, yes.
And I shall now move it on to our last person, whose opinion still matters very much. British Ninja. I mean, Golden Fox.
British Ninja is not even here. Come on.
That was the joke, Toon Critic. I think that was the joke.
Yeah, he was running with the joke. Anyway, Goldie, what did you not like about the episode?
I don't really have much of a negative thing with the episode. Like, it's not my favorite, don't get me wrong. I just, like, really, really enjoyed it. Or just, like, enjoyed, like, pretty much everything, and I didn't really think too much about the negatives. The only one thing, and it's kind of silly, it's a nitpick, and it has to be with the release date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
Couldn't we have got this, like, November or something at least?
Yeah, well, okay, I'm only guessing that when you think about the airing of Season 5 all the way to the end of Season 5, it ended on Thanksgiving weekend. And it started in April. And because it started in spring again, and they're going through this long hiatus, I'm going to guess that they're unable to release an episode during Christmas. So I'm just guessing that they're just like, screw it, just release the episode into like just some random time, and they can just like re-air it during the holiday season. That's what my only guess is.
Well, actually, gonna really whenever Discovery Family has its Christmas marathon stuff, because every channel has it. They're not gonna show this episode. They're gonna show Scaremaster or something. Because they can't even get that right.
Straight, man.
No priorities. I run the air times. It was me who said air it now.
It's me,
Okay.
Austin.
I will, if I may, I will give you that it's not as crucial as releasing Hearthbreakers on the week before Halloween.
Okay,
I mean,
that
was
is
kinda
where you
sad.
messed
That
up.
was like, that's like putting, I can't
It's
even
like
find the
putting a
right-
jack-o'-lantern on top of
That's
your
like putting an Easter special the week after July the 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like having Easter on Satan Appreciation Day.
Here, come on.
What? What? Having an Satan Appreciation Day, we all go and get devil's food cake, and we sit around the pentagram, and it's a jolly good time.
Oh my God,
The Roundtable's magic does not support Satan Appreciation Day, so.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo's.
Sorry, what about Cinco de Mayo?
Having Cinco de Mayo celebrated on July 4th.
Yeah.
Or celebrating
Which would be
Cinco,
especially glaring because the day is the name of the holiday.
or having a rehab center's final 12-day it's the end of their rehab program on Cinco de Mayo.
Or
Oh my
St.
God.
Patty's Day.
Or Mardi Gras.
Or
Anyway,
You're
Fox,
worrying
continue.
me.
Moving on.
No, somebody pointed out, Blu-ray pointed out in the chat that they managed to get it right with Halloween and Scaremaster. The difference is that they were able to release an episode during Halloween. There was no release date during December.
Yeah.
And I don't think they may have the same thing for season 5. Unless the hiatus is like extremely long. What?
And they even released Scaremaster early. I mean, iTunes did.
Well, yeah. Well,
That
and
was an accident.
Yeah, that was an accident. But I
Yeah.
remember, and I think it landed perfectly on Halloween
Just
with
about.
Scaremaster.
Anyway, Fox, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I would jab at Hasbro, but I think this is something that's already like beating a dead horse.
You
no
do
pun
that
intended.
enough.
No, like Hasbro, if there's a Christmas episode, let DHX release it during Christmas.
No,
Yeah, they
we gotta get it out while season 6 is hot. We gotta have another
But-
Starlight episode to redeem
Can I
her.
just-
Yeah, because money, 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 money.
I'm gonna
Money,
cut you,
money,
Frank. Can I
money.
say something? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes, Bliss.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Bliss.
Bliss.
Say something.
I'm on my high horse. Sorry, Key.
Okay.
We don't even know what their company protocols is for releasing an episode, rather because maybe they're going to be out for the holiday season. We just don't know. Maybe that's the reason, especially since
Hello.
Christmas is the biggest one.
We need you know what we need? You know what I'm glad Hasbro's not doing and what their mindset is? It's at least they're not like, what's in right now? Bombs. Let's have a pony bomb. Let's hair 5 pony episodes every day for 1 week straight, and then not do any more, and then have a 2-month hiatus, and then come back with 5 more. Season 6 will go on forever.
God.
And ever, and
Well,
ever.
technically we're getting a
Yeah.
hiatus, but I'll get to that once Fox is done. So, yeah, sorry to keep interrupting, Fox.
I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Then I have a question. How long is this hiatus?
Okay, so for those wondering, the hiatus is going to take place June 11th. Now, judging by the last hiatus that we had last year, it only took about 2 months. It went from July to September. So we're more than likely going to get a month and a half hiatus, which is fine. We can work with that.
Oh, June 11th is when episode 12 is going to air.
Guys.
Spice up your life.
You're saying, Keith.
However,
Yes.
I was going to say that Hasbro and DHX also said that the season will be returning
fall or winter, so we have no way to tell.
Prepare
Maybe a little
yourself.
bit longer then.
Winter will eventually come.
When
Voice, shut up.
I mean, for all the thing is that since they said like mid fall, early winter, we can assume that the time span would either be early October or December,
Either
or
way.
end of November. But hey, at least we got Journey to the Everfree coming out.
That's true. We have that, and they're also probably
Lucky
working on the movie. Now, for those that are still watching who've made it this far, congratulations. We apologize for the technical difficulties. So here's my question for all of you. While the hiatus is going on, do you want to see Roundtable is Magic cover other episodes, past episodes, fan projects, anything like that? Like, we could do anything. Like, this podcast can be any sort of review thing. It could be a fanfic, it could be animation, it could be past episodes. Like, really, please put down in the comments what you would like us to look at, and we'll see what we can do on the hiatus.
And if you made it this far, please put in the chat that boy.
That is the stupidest thing that I've seen recently. Where did that meme come from?
I don't question it. I don't know where it came from, but I don't care. I want you. But if people in the comments section, please spam that boy, and if there are any artists watching, please draw Toon as that boy, or that boy wearing Toon's top hat.
No.
And can we also have a hamburger slowly slide across the screen?
We don't edit this. Who edits this? I don't edit this. I just take the video when it's done and just throw it up on YouTube.
I know, but I'm telling you, you need to edit this part. You need to put a sliding hamburger across the screen. The one time you have to edit anything, and it's just to
You
put
need
the
to bleep
sliding.
I need to censor like most of what the chat put on the right. But anyway.
Yeah, so you're going to be editing this anyway, so put a nice hamburger sliding across the screen right now.
It's a good thing that the text is so small you can barely make it out, so...
Now, before we go, before we close out, how are we ranking A Hearthwarming Tale?
Number 1.
Number 1.
4.
Okay, wait, what did you say, everybody?
I think this is my new number 1 favorite.
All right.
Number 1.
Fox?
So...
I'm gonna have to think about that.
You have no time to think. We're bronies. We don't think.
I don't know. Number 4.
Okay.
Number 4, you said?
Yes.
It's that low on the list?
Well,
I said
you
4.
you pressured
Well,
me,
it's in the
babe.
middle.
I said 4.
I'm not. I was joking. I was saying that we're bronies. We don't think. It was a jab at bronies.
Touche. Anyway, voice.
It's my new favorite of the season, so it's number 1. I already put it in number 1.
Okay, yeah. I think that wraps up everything. Actually, no, Sega, where did you put this episode?
Number 2.
Okay. And I'm actually out of curiosity, what is your number 1?
What is my number 1? My number 1, hang on, where did I put on the guest star list?
Is it
I put as number 1 Gauntlet of Fire.
Ah, alright.
So this
Okay.
comes a close second.
So, I think that about wraps up everything nicely. Thank you all for joining us for this lovely little podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to SEGASister. I believe you have a DA, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a DA, and I believe you just have a Twitter and you also have a YouTube channel, but you only have like 1 review out so far.
Yeah.
You'll spot her in some of Voice's first impressions on his channel, so there's that too. So,
Okay.
anyway, yeah, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will see you next week. Next week, I'm keeping the spoiler free, but I think next week's episode is going to be a little interesting. I apologize for us not having this on Sunday. Hopefully we'll have it on Sunday, if not Saturday. Our next guest will be Kichi FIM. So that yes, a little up and coming person that I've been hearing about that I want to bring on.
We're gonna have 2 keys in here. The moon to my sun.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here. We will see you guys on the flip side.